Hello, my darling. My name is Silvadorkable. I'm your friendly monster waifu, and today we are back to playing more Bad End, which is very much like a corpse party, sort of like cursed video. Why am I so pink? That doesn't seem right. Let me fix that real quick. With that being said, I hope all of you are having an amazing day. Let's see. Let's add a color correction. And you shift. Well, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? I can be any color I want. That's a little closer. A little closer. Maybe not closer. Well, now I'm even more pink. There we go. Oh, thank you for subscribing while I'm sitting here trying to change my skin color. Ooh, don't take that out of context. There we go. That didn't look right either. Why am I so pink? I'm even pinker there. Maybe I'm just naturally pink. I didn't know that. Okay, well, we're gonna call that okay. That's good enough, I guess. Yes, well, I am pale and I'm not this pink, but it doesn't look right if I don't have it. I don't know. Anyway, I hope all of you are having a great day. Happy Wednesday. We are back to playing Bad End, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. That evening, I began pouring through the information in my head. Keko Iwasaki and Kana Mihashi were both involved in the same traffic accident and are now comatose. That's actually perfect because we can recap. Around that time, the game Bad End came into existence. Iwasaki is the main character, and Mihashi is supposedly her best friend. Was their consciousness sealed away due to something involving the game? Despite what it sounds like, it would make sense in a way. I just couldn't think too many other things that could possibly be. It's too much to think that it was all coincidence. Then who the hell is behind this dreadful game? Who is truly responsible for putting Iwasaki and Mihashi in a comatose state? Who was driving the car? Dun dun dun. I don't have enough information yet. The only thing I can do is continue playing the game and hope I don't die. I'm slowly encroaching on the truth. I'll see if I shine some light on on more of the story. On one more story. I opened the mobile phone and started Bad End. So, for those of you who haven't been following this, Bad End is a game on the very chill music. Bad End is a game where it's basically a visual novel. Okay, calm down. And it's about someone who plays a game on their cell phone that's a haunted game. And if you stop playing or choose not to play after you've already agreed to play, the game manifests this big scary thing and kills you. Okay, calm down, Jesus. Today's Saturday, a holiday. I have no plans and probably will just stay home. Mom and Dad are home. Okay, that stopped. Oh, okay, it's just looping now. They're home, so I shouldn't worry so much. So I'll just stay inside today and tomorrow. But I can't stay here forever, and weekdays being school and whatnot. What is the real reason I'm being pursued by that freak? Hey, that's offensive. I swear I'll find out one day. No problem. If I put my thoughts together, I know I can figure it out. There we go. Don't want it to blow my eardrums out. It's much louder in mine than it was for you. Uh, I love how they're just like, yeah, I have a stalker that's trying to kill me. I know I can figure out this mystery. It's like it's a life or death situation. I think you need to take it a little more seriously. I went out with several guys, but only because I wanted to become popular with everyone. But Kana seems to believe there might be a guy that really likes me. This guy just so happens to not take rejection lightly, in which case the angry guy's grudge becomes wrath. Is it really after my life? It's true that I have turned down a lot of boys, but I never did anything to get murdered over. That's just absurd. But it's not unusual for a psychologically unstable person to go off and kill someone over a love affair. It's a call from Kana. I push the call button slowly. Hello. Yeah, I could totally see that. Kauko, what are you doing today? Oh, just wallowing in my self-depression, Kana. Nothing, I'm just being lazy around the house. That's not healthy. Why don't we hang out today? Maybe somewhere outside and enjoy the weather. Outside? I understand your nerves are on edge, but, well, it's easy for her to say because she literally isn't being pursued by a giant shadow monster trying to rip her into pieces. You'll feel a lot better once you get some fresh air in an isolated area that you can be attacked. So do you want to go? Kana knows me too well. I'm really not an indoor type. But my nerves are about shot over the whole cursed shadow thing. The safest choice is to probably just stay in. What do I decide to do? Oh no. I'm gonna stay home. I was too nervous. I decided I was going to stay home. Kana, I'm sorry, but I just want to rest up at home for the next few days. Oh, come on, don't make me have to drag you alone. She sounded disappointed. I've never turned down one of Kana's invitations before. Please forgive me. I'll make it up to you Monday and we'll do whatever you want, okay? Like go into that dark forest. Or that haunted mansion. Sounds good. I hang up the phone. Exhaustion racks my body. I can't keep avoiding my friends over the whole mess. I have to find out what the hell is happening and find out fast. I decide that I'll do what it takes. She's taking it like it's a minor inconvenience. Okay, I cleared it. How long will my luck hold out? It's so nerve-wracking, I don't know how much more I can take of this. Well, you've died a couple times. Both methods of escape the shadow were different in each scenario this go-round. I just had a thought. What is this nervousness I'm feeling? In relationship between Iwasaki and the cursed shadow? Wait, that can't be. No, I'm just thinking too hard. I pushed the thought from my mind for the time being. What should I do now? Should I tell Shiju about the circumstances behind Bad End? I'll do anything to get Kana to wake up. That's what he said. I would like someone's cooperation in this. Might that be such a bad idea? His lover Mihashi and her best friend Iwasaki. If only he knew that Bad End was responsible for it all. Do you think he will cooperate if I tell him? But I really don't want to drag anyone else into this mess. One mistake could cost a person their life. I have to choose without being careless. I decide to sleep on the decision for now. Well, I'm glad that they didn't give me that decision because I would have been like, no, he's not going to believe me. He's going to think I'm a crazy person. Oh, Kyuhei. Kyuhei. Sound of low moaning voices. Those dead voices are back again. Don't stop. Don't stop, Kyuhei. Harder. Don't quit. Don't leave us. Keep going. Don't stop! Damn it, go away. Leave me alone. Make them stop. Yuji, you don't have to do this. You don't have to tell me. I won't give up because I'll avenge you. I swear it. Yeah, it's not like some small little like bullying issue. It's like something literally otherworldly trying to kill you. And then I woke up. My body was drenched in a cold sweat. Pant pant. I stood up and blanched. Oh, I almost thought it said blanched. Balanced myself to keep from swaying. My head was still reeling from the dream. Between Yuji's death and playing through bad ends, my mind is in overdrive and it's taking its toll. Each time I fall asleep, I have the same dream. It's probably just from the mental exhaustion. But I can't give up. No matter how much I sulk, I have to clear that game. Oh shit, we're back at school. The after-school chime rings and I stand up from my desk. Are you alright? You look exhausted. Well, the new math formulas we have to memorize are taking their toll. I came up with something to not give away my obvious anxiety. Okay. To my dismay, Kaname didn't dig any further. Now that I'm thinking about it, what should I do now? One person has been on my mind. Akira Shijao. His friend... Oh, he is a friend of Iwasaki that is praying incessantly that Mihashi wakes up from her coma. No, it was a joke. It wasn't a slip-up. It would seem that he would definitely be interested in bad ends since it's what caused this current dilemma. After all, someone to cooperate with the investigation would lighten the mental load if I forced my problems on another person. But there's always danger that he could die if I involve him. In short, Shijo's life may well end if he cooperates with me. What should I do? Should I meet with Shoujo or not? Well, I'm going to save it again. I feel like there's way too many choices that No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. After all, this is my problem, and mine alone. I shouldn't put anyone else's lives in danger. Now that it's decided, there's only one way to go. Forward. Which is home, for the record. The sun finally set, and soon it was nightfall. Let's do this. He says let's do this a lot, doesn't he? I loaded up Bad End. How much will I figure out after playing tonight? Probably nothing. It's Monday. My body felt like a I keep getting ahead of myself when I'm reading, and I try to read the word before the word that I'm reading. My body felt a little better now that I had some rest, but it's definitely not 100%. I need to start soon. If I keep putting it off, I'll never figure out a solution to my dilemma. If I rest too much, I'll eventually just give up. First of all, let's take Kana's advice. I did mess around with a lot of guys and had ditched quite a few in the past. Kana thinks that maybe the wrath from one of the boys having a grudge against me was the trigger for this whole fiasco. I'm not sure that's the truth, but it certainly is a real possibility. I don't have really a choice. I have to try anything at this point. Okay, well, I'll stop messing around with boys and throwing them off. Somehow I feel that isn't going to be possible for you? Really? Even though I went out of the way to take your advice? Well, whatever you do is up to you, right? I've practically run out of steam at this point. I don't know what else to tell you. Having said that, Kana left the classroom. God damn. Kana's just straight up like savage today. She's like, you can't stay off, boys. Anyways, I intend to make good on my promise. I won't mess around with guys' hearts any longer. Or their heights. Right then. Can I have a word with you, Kauko? The person who addressed me was... Oh, hi, Akira. Kana just left a few minutes ago. Probably for the restroom. Well, I need to speak to you for a moment. This is Akira Shijou, and Kana's boyfriend. Since he's my best friend's crush, I am graced with his presence quite often. If they're dating, is it really a crush? I need to meet with you in private to discuss something about Kana. Will you meet me after school? I'll treat us the cake. A private discussion? For what? Akira's a handsome guy and the girls flock over him. I never thought I'd be invited out to cake by Akira. Even though he's dating already, it feels good to be invited by him. Wait, should I do this? I might find out some important information or advice. This may not be such a bad idea. What should I do? Why are there so many? You know what? Normally, I would say no because she's my friend and I'm not going to go behind her back and talk about her. But Kana's being straight up savage and not really understanding of the fact that there is a extra paranormal murderer. So yeah, I'm gonna go. With this new development, I was stunned for a brief moment. Akira Shijao? Yeah, that's definitely Shijao. What the hell does this mean? It's Mihashi's boyfriend, Akira Shijao. The character profile and setting, they match completely. This is totally unbelievable, but anyway, let's keep going. I stared at the choices and readied myself. Turns out this was all a school project that they made. I decided to go together. It's only natural to help someone in need. Hey, Baz. Okay, let's meet at the front gate after school. Thank you so much. As Akira was leaving, Kana returned. Oh, Akira, sorry about that. I stepped out a minute. Nah, it's nothing. I'll see you later. But what was that about? Beats me. They surely didn't seem to have any problem between the two of them. So what's this meeting all about? Extra paranormal is when it's above paranormal. I don't know. I tried to say extraterrestrial, and I was like, well, that's not right, because it's not an alien. Later after school. You'd better tell me what's going on later, or you won't hear the last of me. Don't joke around about that. She can be scary when she wants to be, even though she still has a very complacent look on her face. I'm probably worried over nothing, and it'll all be fine. Boop. As promised, I met Akira at the school gate. I'll tell you in more detail. Let's go to Ishtar. It's my treat. Sounds great. I love their cakes. Cake. We arrived at the family restaurant Ishtar. I ordered tea and a slice of cake. Boop. I'll fill you in a little before the treats arrive. So, what's going on between you and Kana? It doesn't sound good. No, it's not like that, but I'm more interested in what's going on with you recently. I said I'm more interested in you. Ooh. Seriously? Why? Is this an interrogation or a friendly chat? Is he hitting on me? What's the meaning of this? Why? Because you're trying to charm me, and it's working. Oh, God. I thought we were going to talk about Kana. You're just yanking my chain. Kana's attractive, but you have other qualities that she doesn't. It sounds like I've been giving Akira mixed signals after all. That's right, I can't help it, but I think that you're interested in me as well. I have a feeling he isn't joking. Does he really like me? You're not currently dating anyone, right? Well, yes, but I didn't think that is what we came here to talk about. Well, I broke up with Kana, and I'm officially asking you to go out with me. Oh, God damn it. I was beside myself and didn't expect this. But for some reason, I can't fight a feeling that I do have feelings for Akira. Wait. I'm completely serious, Coco. I mean it, Calco. Although I know it's a little sudden, he went on out of the way to say it to me face to face. My heart is beating faster. Then I asked myself, hey, Basil. Have I not been jealous of Kana, who has had a hot boyfriend like Akira? Have I not ever thought about secretly asking him out? Truth is, I have. I've screwed around with a lot of guys, but... Okay, when she says she's screwed around with them, it makes me think that she's a slut, but a lot of them don't seem to get anywhere with her, so is she just like leading them on, or if there was a guy I wanted to go steady with, it's definitely Akira. Can I have some time to think about this? It's a little sudden. Yeah, sure. As I ate my piece of cake, I didn't taste much of it due to being absorbed in the conversation. Well, that's just a waste. We leave the restaurant and Akira turns to me with a cheerful tone. I know I said it already, but I'm completely serious about this. I see. Just think about it, okay? I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. After Akira left, I let out a full sigh and laughed to myself. I feel sort of bad for Kana, but hey, what's a girl to do? Oh my god, she's a piece of shit. At that moment, Calco. I heard a small voice behind me. Was it Kana? Oh, thought so. What are you doing? Kana. Kana makes a hateful expression while standing before me. I told you to come right back and let me know what's going on. Why were you with Akira? Oh, so you saw us. Duh, I saw you two meet in front of the school gate. No, you've got it wrong. Let's go. Let's go. You can explain yourself later. Let's go where? Kana led me to the deserted Tenso shrine, the place that the Shinto priest was murdered by the cursed shadow from before. He merely wanted to talk to me. I didn't do anything weird with Akira. Well, if you're telling the truth, then why are you acting all nervous? I remembered back to our conversation about dating. There's no way I can bring that up now. I'm so disgusted. I went through the trouble of being nice to you and to help you out. And you're trying to take him from me, aren't you? You're betraying me by stealing Akira away from me. I'm not betraying you. I blurted out the first thing that came to mind. Suddenly, my back was frozen stiff. It's the same thing I've felt many times before. Ugh. The cursed shadow emitted a low moan and appeared out of nowhere. Is this thing out to get me for messing around with guys again? I can't deny it because I just had a conversation with Akira. Anyway, I have to get away. I turned on my heel to run. But I was a little too late, and the shadow attacked. Yigiga! My neck started twisting. Kana, please help me, is what I wanted to say, but my voice wouldn't work. Then a snap is heard. I should have told Akira after all. Bad end. Damn it, I cursed myself again for my stupidity. I should have trusted the dialogue and agreed not to meet up with him. Shit, I can't die now after coming this far. I'm probably close to clearing the game. Damn it. This game will probably overlook one mistake. That might just be the way it was programmed to work. This is my second chance, so in other words, I can't give up now. I went to load my last save state, but the title screen wouldn't show up. No matter what I do, I can't get the title screen to load. Oh? Ew. You need a manicure. What the? Suddenly a hand appeared on screen. It was accompanied by a threatening voice. How dare you murder me? You will die a horrible death, just like I did. As you did. You're Iwa. The word stopped coming out of my mouth. The hand came out of the screen and grabbed my head. It twisted at an impossible angle, effectively killing me. Do. 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 Oh, look at all those others we're gonna have to get. Load. Okay. Politely decline his offer. For the record, don't date your friend's exes. It's just a big cluster. I can't do it. I can't give in to temptation. So how about it? Will you go out with me? I'm sorry, I can't this time. Okay, not gonna force you. After that, Akira turned and left. Kana walked back into the room a moment after. Hey, Kana, are you and Akira going steady? Why do you want to know all of a sudden? Of course, we're in love. Right. Didn't he just say he broke up with her? Akira needed to talk to me about Kana. Is the relationship going steady, or did she make that up? I'm curious, but I know I'm right not pursuing it. It isn't work. It isn't worth throwing my life. I think they mean worth. It isn't worth throwing my life away over something like that. After school, I was true to my word and declined offers from all boys who tried to get me to go out. Wow, what a drag. I never thought I would feel so dull not going out and doing anything. But if I continued to play guys like I did, I wouldn't live to regret. My nose itches. I wouldn't live to regret it. I didn't know anything for sure, but I'm going to do what I need in order to stay alive. But at what cost, Baz? Whew. The sixth decision so far. It's been nothing short of a miracle that I made it this far with only one mistake. But the game is becoming more and more bizarre and unpredictable. Akira Shijo's appearance, the game mimics reality and is spot on so far. His avatar was a perfect replica of his real self. His speech also matches his person. So his existence in the game is very significant somehow, but the case does Shijo hold the key to clearing the game? Shijo seemed to be legitimately worried about Iwasaki and Mihashi's accident. I don't think he's taking Bad End as seriously as he should. I started to call up and meet with Shijo again to hear his thoughts on anything, but I stopped myself. I decided that I wasn't going to involve anyone else in this. Everything will become clear once I beat this cursed game. I decided that sleep will do me some good. The climax of the game is surely close. I can feel it. The game that causes the death of the player. I'll get to the bottom of it once and for all. Hi. Hurry up. I hear a voice urging me again. However, no matter how many times I've heard it, I can't get used to it. Yuji, just shut up, please. Stop acting like an idiot. Calm down already. Yuhei. I just imagine him being white, like, Huh? The groaning stopped as I woke to the morning sun shining through the window. It was the usual nightmare. Yuji and the other dead people seem to be trying to harass me in my sleep. As for what they're wanting, I should be clearing the game sometime soon. I swiftly hopped out of bed and with renewed energy. I'm too out of sorts to go to school. Bad End should be coming to its climax. Going to school is just wasting precious time. I decided to skip classes for today. Lord knows that I have done that to finish a couple games in my youth. I wolfed down my breakfast and called the school and let them know I'm not feeling good. Now I can concentrate on playing Bad End. Whew. After getting that out of the way, I opened the mobile phone. I've done well to make it this far. I hope my good luck holds out a little more. Good luck. I have been thinking while I lay in the bed. Why am I being attacked? Was it because I'm screwing around with guys and invoking their wrath? I kept going over it in my head. The logic is really a long stretch. What if it's Kana? What if it's Kana upset because I keep flirting with boys and that's why she also can be there and watch because she's the one who invoked it? But I've done this to myself and caused someone to hold a grudge for playing with their heart. I deserved it, didn't I? If this was a hit slasher movie, I would probably be heavily chopped apart by critics. After all, it can attack me anywhere at any time it feels like. It must really hate me. Something just came to mind. Since I'm staying indoors, does that guarantee I'll be safe? Let's think about this. The situation I was in while being attacked. I was on my way home from the convenience store in the middle of the night. The next incident was at the Tetsuo Shrine while having an exorcism performed. The most recent attack was on the roof of the school. One thing was common in all of these circumstances. Kana was present at each. No way. Kana's my best friend, but even best friends are apart from some length of time during a single day. However, each time I was attacked by the cursed shadow, Kana was with me. Is this just a huge coincidence, or... Did I call it? Is Kana the cursed shadow? I want to be totally mistaken, but the doubt I harbored didn't disappear with the slightest. The only way to find out is to meet with Kana. I should confirm it by meeting her alone in a place with very few people. This room, for example. But how will I escape if it happens to be the cursed shadow? I'll call Akira to come over as well. Akira's Kana's boyfriend. He'll be able to do something if Kana is in fact the cursed shadow. Okay. I decided to send Akira a text. Fortunately, he was able to make time to come, and even better was that he wasn't with Kana at the present. Wow, so this is your room, huh? You're no stranger to girls' rooms, are you? I have to admit, this room is very similar to Kana's, but is it okay to talk alone like this? Well, I told him that I needed to talk urgently and made something up. He mentioned meeting at the restaurant, which was reasonable, but it wouldn't be ideal for what I had in mind. I actually needed to have a serious discussion with you. I'm going to call Kana to come over as well. This is not a laughing matter. It might not be pretty, I'm just warning you. I didn't try and sugarcoat it. He's like, I need you to wait in the guest room next door. You should be able to hear our conversation through the walls. And if the conversation starts to get out of hand, I want you to intervene. You two may have an argument? Why? For starters, is there anything that I need to know about? Are you guys in trouble? I don't have time to go into details, just please say you'll help me out. Okay, I'll do it. I just wish I understood what this was about. Thank you. With everything planned out, all I had to do was call Kana. And then she can't show up. Darn. Then Kana came. It's been such a long time since I've been in this room. Make yourself at home. Kana and I sit down facing each other. Akira should be able to overhear our conversation from the room next door. I speak a bit louder to make sure of it. I wanted to talk to you about the cursed shadow thing. The thing that keeps attacking me. Well, I think it'll stop if you stop screwing around with guys' heads. I didn't like where this was going. I decided to get straight to the point. You're really the cursed shadow, aren't you? What? She has no expression. It's so weird. I backed up my assertion with the fact that she was present each time I was attacked. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize a million times. I'm just trying to rule out every possibility. Kana? Kana burst out laughing. Maybe I'm completely off the mark. But her laugh? So it was you. Wait. Why did Kana say so it was you? I finally revealed the truth. I think that was a typo. I think it was supposed to be Calco. Go. Ah! Something akin to fog erupted from Kana's body, and it materialized into the cursed shadow. So you finally found me out. Kana, are you seriously responsible for all this? Hey, Calco, what's going on? Akira yelled desperately through the walls. It seems that he's not liking what he's hearing. What's this? Akira, why? As expected, as soon as Akira appeared, her attitude disappeared. Oh, I see. You wanted Akira to protect you, right? That was your plan from the start. What does this all mean? Why are you after me? What did I do to deserve this? What did I do, you say? In spite of trying to steal my boyfriend? Eh? This is a big reason for my grudge. You took away my Akira. I can't forgive you for that. Eh? I took away from you? What do you mean? This doesn't make any sense. But Akira, you are my lover. I'm never going to let Kauko have you. Oh, Jesus. Kana unleashed the cursed shadow on me. I hoped that Akira would catch her in time, but the shadow was just too fast. See you soon. What did she mean? What was she implying by that? I hadn't a clue. I fainted on the spot, unable to process anything that had happened so quickly. To be continued. To be continued? I called it. I stared dumbstruck at the text "to be continued" on screen. The screen displayed this text for another 5 seconds, then it faded and saved. To be continued? Does that mean I didn't beat it yet? The scenario seemed to have reached its conclusion, yet I figured this was it and I wouldn't get all the answers, but it seems I was mistaken. I heard a chime from my phone and checked my email. I was shocked by what I read. The truth will be revealed tonight at midnight. Eh? An image of a map was attached to the email. The map was of the town where Iwasaki and Mihashi are living. The town setting in Bad End. Also, a certain spot had been marked on the map. At midnight. Is it saying to go there at midnight? See you soon. Mihashi had said it right before the game session ended. So that means the truth isn't revealed in the game itself. So the mystery will be solved in the real world. Oh god, it's an ultimate ARG. Only the player who survived up to this point is given the chance to know the truth. Anyway, I made it to the end. This is reason enough to be proud. The game that's killed all those players and I cleared it. But still, it's unbelievable that Mihashi was behind it. Iwasaki had taken Shiju. Her final words were ominously unclear. I need to ask her directly. As a victor, I have the right to know the truth. I'll get her to tell me everything. Most of all, I want to know why all these people and my best friend was killed. Why did Yuji have to die? I wanted to know the truth and why he was possessed to play this twisted game. I must go to the spot on the map and find out. For now, I need to calm down. I put an end to all this I will put an end to all of this come midnight. I must prepare myself physically and mentally. Well, I mean... So it is an ARG. It's almost midnight. I arrived at the location marked on the map. So happens to be a local park. Oh, look at that cute little elephant toy. There are a few lampposts lit up and it's deserted. Finally, the mystery will be revealed. The reason why Mihashi felt she needed to create this game in the first place. The reason why she felt that she should torture Iwasaki. And ultimately, why she thought Yuji deserved to die. Yuji, I will finally find out why you were killed. But how am I going to face Mihashi? Mihashi's body is comatose in the hospital. If she appears, then it won't be her genuine physical form. So could Mihashi be okay now that I know who it is? Or isn't she? Damn, this is confusing. I clenched my fist with frustration and felt my nails dig into my palms. The next moment, the clock finally showed it was midnight. I took a deep breath and stood up straight to address the empty area. Mihashi, are you there? If you are, come out. The voice echoed through the dark area. Then, something close changed. A shadow that was darker than the night sky appeared out of nowhere. A form that looked exactly like the cursed shadow. that appeared in Bad End, the one responsible for Yuji's death. Even though it's probably a woman, I want to run over and strangle the life out of it. But that's not possible considering that it's not flesh and blood. In any case, it's time to make her talk. I came, just like you asked. Now tell me everything. Why the hell are you doing this? Why did you kill all those players? And why did you kill my best friend? I barked at this dark figure. My emotions were running amok. Because it's the one responsible for murdering my best friend. Because of this piece of shit, my best friend is dead. The sudden laughter comes from the creature. Sorry. What the hell's so funny? You're naive. You totally fell for it. But for what? What is this thing talking about? Quit laughing and explain yourself now. Your request is denied. Your request is denied. I couldn't believe what I just heard. What does that mean? This is the true ending. The victor of the game, who harbors hope and seeks the truth, will be killed by me. What did you say? There's no happy endings in Bad End. Now die in despair. Eh! Miyashi's form expanded and fell completely upon me. In that instant, my whole body disintegrated into nothing. I never figured it out. Because there was never a happy ending in Bad End after all. All my efforts were in vain. It's all too much. Ending number 13, all my efforts were in vain. But that's not the end. Okay. Okay. Let's load the last one. I believe what Kana says. How could I be that stupid? Of all things, I placed doubt upon Kana based on just circumstantial evidence and the fact she's kind of a bitch. I haven't done anything to Kana in the first place for her to hold a grudge against me. Okay, I need to remain calm. Kana can't be responsible for all this. It's a matter of fact. I believe in Kana. Okay, let's just meet up and talk about some new cosmetic technique I learned on the internet and practice on each other. I sent Kana an email and she was happy to come over. I haven't been in this room in a while. Come in and make yourself at home. I want to get closer to Kana from now on. Boys can wait. So, you've had a change of heart and turned over a new leaf? Yes, I took your advice and decided it's for the best. Then, a tingling chill sensation shot up my back. I turned to look behind me and was stiff with shock. Why? Why did it appear? No. Hey, Cowco, what's wrong? Despite what's going on, Kana remains completely composed. The truth was clear. Kana, it was you. Ooh. The cursed shadow materialized into the air and covered my whole body. There was nowhere to escape to. The dark shroud of fog swallowed me. So it was Kana all along. I couldn't do anything to stop it. Why does Kana want to murder me? The answer never became clear as my life was ended all too soon. Huh, okay. Well, she dies in both endings. She totally screwed up. Culprit was Mihashi all along. Am I going to die? There's no way I'm going to get killed. The moment I decided to dash from the room, it appeared. It's the bringer of death that is murdering all the other players. It looks exactly like the cursed shadow creature that appears in the game. So that means Mihashi? How dare you? How dare you murder me? Mihashi? What the hell's this about? The moment I started contemplating it, I was shrouded in darkness. As my consciousness faded, I thought to myself, murder me? Is this part of the plot of the scenario? Then this is actually Iwasaki, the product of Iwasaki's grudge. The pretty Iwasaki turned out to be such a terrible existence. Then my consciousness faded forever. Number 11, Bad End. Let's go back to some of our others. I think I'm going to have to, like, do a very specific playthrough to get the good ends. Let's meet with Shijou. Shijou might shed some light into what's going on. I want him to know everything that's going on with Mihashi and Iwasaki. Shijou responded almost immediately after I sent him an email. He'll probably be beside himself if he knows the truth about Bad End. I hope he helps me find a solution to all this, but telling information to a third party might jeopardize my life. I pray that I'm not falling into a trap. I can only leave it to chance. I met with Shijou in the family restaurant that I met up with Kaname before. We met at the front of the store and sat down facing each other at the booth. We ordered coffee for now. I didn't understand all the details in the email. What exactly are you talking about? Don't we know what happened to Kana and Kauko? They were both involved in traffic accidents by coincidence. I don't see any other reasons beside that. If there were other reasons, how would you know about them? His reaction was understandable, but, well, you came all this way to meet me because you feel like you're just clutching at straws, right? I suppose, not to mention that I want Kana and Kauko to gain consciousness again. They are such close friends. I understood where Shijou was coming from. It's time to talk. Okay. So you swear to believe everything I'm about to tell you. No one can swear to that. Because Iwasaki and Mihashi could potentially be saved. Saved? What do you mean? Shijou was stunned momentarily. He then leaned closer to listen. If it will save their lives, then I'll do anything. Let's face it. Their healed injuries mean nothing if they don't wake up. I had a feeling that there was something deeper that caused them to end up like this. I just knew it. So it seems I was onto something, right? His perception was on the mark. He seems to have basic understanding of mysterious phenomenon. This should definitely make it easier to talk to him. I took out my mobile phone. Have you heard of a mobile game called Bad End? Bad End? Actually, I remember seeing it briefly on the internet website. It said that if players die in the game, they also die in real life. Is that the game you're talking about? That's right. I started up Bad End on the phone while looking around to make sure I didn't attract unwanted attention. I'm currently playing through it. It's not a rumor. What? Also, I turned the screen so Shijou could make out what was displayed. I confirmed that the main characters in the game are Iwasaki and Mihashi. What? Shijou snatches the phone from me and glares at the screen. Wait, hold on. Don't start playing because if you made a mistake, you could die. Yeah, I get it. Shijou continued staring at the screen for what seemed like minutes. Kana... Kauko... Why? I have a feeling that this ordeal was created by someone with bad intentions, and the only way to be free from this cursed game is to clear it. But why were they targeted? That's what we need to find out. Can you think of a reason why they would be caught up in something like this? Does someone hold a grudge, or any reason why they'd been involved in this type of game? I can't think of anything because they've always done right. I don't think they've gotten on anyone's bad side. No. Wait. Please tell me something you can think of, no matter how trivial it may seem. Prior to the accident, Kauko was paranoid she was being chased by something. During those days, Kauko was emotionally unstable. I figured she was just having another delusion. Emotionally unstable? What do you mean? She had witnessed Kana get hit by a car. It was the scene when I was at the scene when it happened. I was really shaken up and felt like I was going to go crazy. Eventually, I was able to calm down, but then the next moment, I noticed Coco acting strangely. Someone with a personality like Kauko, I wouldn't be surprised if she suffers from psychological trauma. That had to be the cause. The accident she witnessed had to be what set the whole thing off. Is that so? He didn't tell me this when we met. He probably felt like it wasn't relevant at the time. I sipped the undrank coffee as I pondered to myself. The one who encountered a traffic accident first was Mihashi. That was then followed by Iwasaki. What does it all mean? Iwasaki was paranoid at being chased by something. The person responsible for Bad End was indeed an unknown entity. Perhaps it was triggered by Mihashi's accident. I may find out if I keep playing the game. Iwasaki, Mihashi, the Cursed Shadow. Could they somehow be connected? Hey, listen. Are you going to continue playing the game? You mean right now in the restaurant? There was a considerable number of people here. I wanted to refrain from doing it here. Now that I know what's going on, I have to know the truth. I want to figure out what's going on as soon as possible. Please. His girlfriend's life is hanging on the edge. I can't find it in me to decline. Okay, I'll play. Thank you so much. Are you hungry? It's my treat. Oh, I'll have a sandwich, if that's okay. Can I sit next to you and watch screen? Yeah, I guess so. I loaded up the last save file. I took a long swig of coffee. Okay. It's Monday. Oh, wait. I already did this. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there we go. Must be really weird seeing himself in this game. Okay, so we're gonna save this again. Oh, that's right. Oh, I wonder if he has something to say. Of course, I wasn't the only one shocked beyond belief. Shichao, who's watching the screen beside himself as well. Me? Why? Why is Akira in the game? The character on screen certainly resembles Shichao. What does it mean? What does this all mean? Keep playing. I need to know why I'm in there. No, for now, why? I try to remain calm. I want to see what happens next, but if you make the wrong choice, this game will kill you. It's as simple as that. It's just how the game works. Kill you? You should understand the consequences by now. I don't need to explain it any further. The penalty is dying. Even at a public place like this one, I don't want to cause a major uproar. Yeah, you're right. We then got up and left the restaurant. Are you going to keep playing when you get home? Yes, if you don't hear back from me before tomorrow, you can assume I'm dead. I don't even think about what's happening. Okay, see you later. Thanks for the food. This guy literally is in the game, and he's just like, yeah, I guess that's okay. I'd want to know. I'd be like, I will follow you home. Nightfall came, and I opened my mobile app and resumed my save point. There were two possible choices. I must decide carefully. I wonder if I can't get a good ending because I already made one mistake. Okay, so let's get through this. Because we already went through all this. And I feel like it's just the same thing's gonna happen. Yep. Oh, there we go. Clear the game soon enough. Okay. I discovered that Shijo had responded immediately after I sent an email to him last night. I'm going to skip class today. Can you too? I want to meet. He seemed to want to know why he appeared in Bad End as much as I do. There wasn't any reason why I should throw him off. I can't concentrate at school recently due to unfolding events. The meeting place was Tenso's shrine. Shijo was waiting in casual clothes. Good that you survived. Thanks. So, have you progressed so far? For starters, what kind of game is Bad End? I want to know more details about the overall structure. I nodded and told him what I've experienced since I started the game. After telling him the general plot and game structure, a few concerns immediately came to mind. The first bothersome thing in mind. Iwasaki seems to have a habit of screwing around with guys. That's part of the game's plot. So that's why you brought that up. When we first met. But I'll say it again. The Kauko I know in real life isn't that type of person. So why is there a plot twist like that? Because the game's being told from Kana's perspective. And Kana sees Calco as trying to steal her man. The game seems to totally look down upon her character. I can't help but feel resentment towards her. Resentment? Iwasaki seemed to invoke someone's wrath, and it was being stalked because of it. Do you think there could have even been a slight possibility? The words came out of Shijo like a weak old man. It's possible. That could be true. What do you mean? I've kept it a secret from Kana, but I did meet with Calco before. So the game scenario was accurate after all. It makes sense that the correct answer was not to accept his offer in the game to go out. What you're saying sounds spot on. The meeting played out very similar to that. Wait, but I said I... Well, there was something. I'd been dating for almost half a year now. We've been going steady as lovers for quite a while, but we haven't thought about going further, you know? Oh. Well, so what? Well, what I'm getting at is, are you willing to be more serious? Do you think it's about time we commit to each other more? I don't understand what you're getting at. But don't you think that you should think about Kana's feelings first? I see. That has to be it. Makes sense. It was a heated conversation. It was an intimate conversation, and one that I could never talk to Kana about. But please don't misunderstand. Nothing has changed, okay? Nothing new has happened between us. But Kana totally misunderstood the situation. What are you doing? Kana, what are you doing here? Well, I've been tailing you since you left school. I felt like something fishy was going on. No, you're totally misunderstanding this. Then why were you having a secret meeting all the way out here? What were the two of you talking about? For all you know, he could have been asking what kind of makeup or jewelry you liked. Well, I just couldn't bring myself to tell Kana. I couldn't tell her the truth. It didn't feel right. It's not fair, Calco. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, is this when she gets hit by the car? In a confused state, Kana ran into the road. And then she got hit by the car. Then she was hit by the car. To be honest, it wasn't the driver's fault. I mean, she just ran into the street. The ambulance arrived on scene and immediately took her to the hospital. They were able to save her life, but she's now comatose. That was the last time we talked to each other. Seems consistent, given that Mihashi is definitely in a coma. We went to check on her in the hospital, but I have an obligation to Kana. The feeling stuck me like a needle driven into my brain. That means the one bearing the grudge against Iwasaki is. Then shortly afterward, Coco was involved with an accident well. She had mentioned that she felt something was after her, right? Yes, that's correct. There's no way this could just be a coincidental situation. There's no hardcore, tangible evidence, but it just makes too much sense. It seems like the only possibility. The one that had the grudge against Iwasaki, it's Mihashi, isn't it? You've got to be kidding. This would make sense given the facts. After Mihashi was involved in an accident, Iwasaki was targeted and injured not long afterwards. Mihashi didn't have it in her to forgive Iwasaki, who was proceeding to steal her lover. That's a misunderstanding. That's the facts. She was in an accident due to a misunderstanding. She fell into a coma and is still bearing a grudge. The wrath of Mihashi came out and attacked Iwasaki. Mihashi's grudge is just too strong. Do you think that she might be involved in the creation of Bad End? This could be a clear motive to do something like that. Even though I considered the possibility, it was way out there. However, Shujo wasn't trying to shoot down my theory. Oh shit, Kana, I can't believe this. Why aren't you going after me? It's me you should be after, damn it. It seems she truly believed it was her best friend's fault and not her boyfriend's. What it comes down to is she misunderstood by Iwasaki asking you to meet with her. I can't believe this. All the pieces fit together. This was the only possibility I could think of. What are you gonna do? Will you continue playing the game? I need to know the truth. Please keep going to solve this thing. I'm begging you. I'll keep going. I'll contact you again after the next session to let you know if I'm still alive. Shijo seemed to be legitimately shocked. He walked away with his back hunched. I'm going to go home as well. I'm going to beat Bad End for sure. Okay, I know we're at 7 o'clock, but I'm going to at least try to get to the next. Adrenaline rush started thinning out after a few hours. But the thought still nagged me again and again. The fear of Mihoshi actually being behind this insane game grew stronger each passing second. When Iwasaki was attacked by the cursed shadow, Mihoshi was behind it the whole time. I opened the mobile app and fired up Bad End. Get him to come over. She's laughing. Yep, I'm dead. Be continued. Same things, all the same. Oh. I called up Shijo. What happened? There we go. I talked about the fact that I cleared Bad End and backed up my reasoning with concrete details. Oh, that's unfortunate. Upon Shijo hearing the news, his voice became sulky. Can I come over tonight? Kana will come, won't she? Most likely, yes. I think something like a shadow will appear. It will come out of Mihashi's body. I need to talk to Kana. Please, I have to. I was going to ask if you could join me anyway. I could use your help. Thank you. After the revelation was revealed, I hung up with Shijo. For now, I need to calm down. Okay. So now we have someone. This might be the good end. Okay. We went to the place marked on the map. Made it to the appointed place. Is it right here? Yeah. I ended up being deserted park, illuminated slightly by some nearby lampposts. Seemed nobody will be disturbed by whatever ends up happening here. It's about 5 minutes till midnight. It's almost time. Is Connor really the one behind this whole thing? I couldn't possibly imagine it, but it's the truth. You can't deny it. You mentioned on the way over here your best friend was killed by this game, right? Yes, I'm almost positive that was the case. He probably made the mistake early on in the game. I told Shijo about my main concern in finding out the mystery and why I was putting my neck on the line to beat the game. Hearing about how I lost my friend, Akira responded with a sad expression. Even though it brought back emotional memories, it wasn't Akira's fault, because he didn't know. So, what do you think about Kana? I mean, being in the hospital in a coma? Will you still visit her if she remains that way? It's true that Mihashi misunderstood everything from the beginning, and the coma stemmed from it. While she misunderstood, it doesn't excuse what she did. Although I haven't heard from her yet, I'm fairly certain it's the truth. Shijo naturally wants to protect Mihashi. I wouldn't like to think that tonight will end on a happy note, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. Yeah. Do you think it will be a good idea if you watched from behind cover? Why? In case I was suddenly attacked? In that case, you can get away in time. I couldn't leave you behind. Please, just listen to me. I don't want both of us to die. No more sacrifices in vain. It can't be helped. I'll do as you say. Shijo took cover behind a bush, as I asked. I glanced at my wristwatch. It's almost midnight. And the time was midnight on the dot. I took a deep breath and called out in a raised voice. Mihashi, are you there? If you're here, come out. My voice echoes through the night. Then I felt a slight presence. A form blacker than night appeared before me. It was identical to Kerr's shadow that appeared at Bad End, the one responsible for Yuji's death. Finally, I meet you at last. You're surely behind this twisted game. I knew I was right. I said it bravely for someone who wasn't armed. I'm sure if I attacked it in any way, it wouldn't hurt the thing at all. Whatever may happen, fighting probably isn't an option. Will I make it out of here alive? It's not looking good, but I have to know the truth. I made it on this spot that you said. Now start talking. I want to know everything. Although, I probably already have a good idea of what's happening. Really? Odd. Is it truly surprised by this? There's no way you can understand. What do you know about me? I take the initiative and explain what I know. I'll tell you exactly what you've done wrong and are accountable for. I'll tell you about the tragedy that you caused. Mihashi paused for a moment to let it sink in. Ooh. Akira is a lover. My one and only. Kauko. How dare you betray me? It's all a misunderstanding. Shijao couldn't take it anymore and sprang from his hiding place. Kana. Akira. My darling Akira. This is all a misunderstanding. Kana, I could never abandon you. The only time I could talk was at that time, and Kauko was the only person I could think of. Because I love you, I couldn't tell you about the meeting. It would have hurt too much. Please forgive me, Kana. Then Mihashi began to tremor intensely. Oh, and we're in the Twilight Zone. The space around her became warped. What was just a dark shadow slowly took shape in the form of a woman. Oh, God. Girl, go back to what you were. The next moment, the words of Mihashi came out with a blood-curdling scream. I don't believe you. Kana, you... This thing is one and the same as the original Mihashi. Even all this time after the incident, all the negative feelings pent up have gone out of control. The result is this evil being that stands before us. Kauko betrayed me. She's nothing but a slut. Is that the real reason? Because Kauko is a man-eater? To look down upon her. Yes, Kauko is that type of human. You haven't answered any of my questions. Why did you kill those other players? You had no right to do so. I'm trapping Kauko's soul in the game. She'll never get out. I like how she became a Valley girl. The truth is, whenever someone dies as a result of Bad End, Kauko's soul bears the brunt of it with dire consequences. She's punished for their mistakes. Then Kauko bears the grudge against the player, and she in turn murders the person. This was the whole purpose of my game, but I'm the only one that actually killed them. How could you do such a selfish thing? The player's last thoughts before they died it was Kauko. She was the monster. Then I showed the entirety of what transpired to Kauko's soul, and she would break down crying. Everything was meant to torment Kauko. I see now. I knew that there had to have been a bigger reason for the whole plot, but did Yuji have to die because of this demon's selfish acts? Kana, please, you've done enough. No more. How do we wake Kana and Kauko? Tell us. That's not possible. What? The title of the game is Bad End, so that means there's no happy endings. You can't be serious. Damn it, stop messing around. All your hopes just got dashed into despair. Now die. Now die. An overwhelming darkness races at us like a rabid beast. This is it. I'm done for. I'm no match for it even if I resist. I'm going to die here. Damn, I'm too young to die. I want to shout this, but it all seems so hopeless. If anything, It felt good to die knowing how Yuji was killed. You have done well, Kiwi. Hmm? What are they? Shaja screamed and edged back. Then... Oh shit, is it all the ghosts? The area around Mihashi started changing. Something it obviously didn't like. Wait, those are... Kyuhei. That voice. Yuji. Is that you? We have been waiting all this time to fight back against the one who murdered us. I won't forgive you. Die. I'll kill you. I'll shred you into teeny tiny pieces. They are the souls of the dead people that were killed by Bad End. They must seek revenge. They've held grudges for too long. Karma's a bitch. Stop it. Mihashi struggled and tries to resist desperately, but the souls of the dead people persist and keep Mihashi's body slowly cutting her down. Help, Akira! Shijo is aghast at the scene playing out before him, but he gritted his teeth and shouted, "The one who I'm gonna help is the real Kana in the hospital. You're the reason that Kana is suffering through this nightmare. Just die already." "No, you're wrong. It's me, Kana, the real Kana. I'm right here." Oh god. I didn't know keyboard smashing was a thing you could do in real life, but... An unintelligible string of words erupted from Mihashi in a death cry, and then she vanished. The souls of the dead people had vanished as well. Yuji. Even though I call out to him, I can't hear his voice. Did he pass on to the afterlife? Is he resting in peace? It seems that now I can finally pray that his soul may rest in peace for eternity. About Kana and Kalko, they're probably free from the curse. That evil spirit was truly terrified. I'm still shaken by the whole thing. I agree. It was totally unbelievable. They even came to me in my dreams, urging me to keep playing Dead End. The one time, though, I thought they were haunting and cursing me. But that assumption was quickly laid to rest. They were wishing to be freed from the curse as well. It's finally over. Let's go check on them. It's very late now. It'll soon be dawn. Alright. I opened the mobile phone to have a look. I then watched as the Bad End icon slowly dissolved from my screen. It was as though I never downloaded it at all. Or Apple took it off of the Play Store. Morning eventually came without me sleeping a wink. I laid out of school again and met Shijo in front of the hospital. "Hi, good morning. Morning. Couldn't sleep either, huh? You look like a zombie." Besides the restlessness, his eyes were glimmering with anticipation. "I've waited for this day to come. It's truly a miracle in itself. I was informed before coming that Kana and Kalko really have awakened." "Alright." And you walk in and Kana's just strangling the shit out of Kalko. Shijo and I made our way to the hospital and went through the same procedures last time. We were finally called to visit Mihashi's room. Kana? Akira? Mihashi, who was placid and pale, stared at her boyfriend from her bed. "Thank you for coming. Hey, that's my line. I've waited so long for you to wake up." Her eyes catch my face incidentally. "Who's that guy?" Seems she doesn't remember anything about the incident. He's a good friend of mine. He was really worried about you two. Joe gestures to follow his lead. I nodded in silence. "So, what were you about to say? It looked like you were going to say something." What I was going to tell you about what had happened, it was all a misunderstanding." "Of course I know that. There's no way you'd betray me like that." "Kalko wouldn't do that. She wouldn't betray me." Mihashi's eyes started to get moist, then tears rolled down her cheeks. "I was filled with selfishness after the accident and caused so much trouble." "No, it's okay. It's over. After the accident. So she knows!" "Will you hear me out? I had a very scary dream. I was frozen in place." Mihashi's scary dream. "What kind of dream did you have?" Miyashi gave an apologetic expression with tear-streaked eyes. My dream, I had become a terrible monster. I thought although I don't remember it in detail, it was very disturbing. I was so scared. I believe a large number of people died because of me. If word of this got around, there was no way anyone else would believe it. But what she described is exactly what happened in Bad End. Mihashi's misplaced wrath was responsible for the murder of a large number of people due to that game. Please, it was a dream. Tell me it was all just a dream? Of course it was a dream. She made eye contact with me to follow along. I nodded again. Totally. Totally a dream. The visiting hours finally ended and we had to leave. Shijo spoke up. I'm sorry, but I know. It's for the best. I don't mean to hold a grudge against her for what happened. It was all a series of misfortunes. Thank you so much for understanding. It means a great deal to me. Thank you again. Come on, let's go check on Kelko. Akira! Hi, long time no see. Kelko Iwasaki. I immediately recognized her from the game. She was just as pretty as in the game. My heart started throbbing unintentionally. Did you skip out on classes just to come see me? I heard that Kana had a weekend. There was no way anything could have stopped me from coming right away. Kana too. I knew it. Knew what? Maybe she... You never stayed in contact, have you? You said you didn't see her since childhood, right? Yeah. That's right. Speaking of which, I explained that I'm actually a friend of Iwasaki. This is awkward. What should I do to make sense of this? So you remembered? Yes, I remember it all. That's good to hear. Shijo's actually misunderstanding a bit. In actuality, Iwasaki and I aren't acquaintances at all. Iwasaki is remembering the event Bad End, unlike Mihashi. Listen, I want to be alone with Inui for a moment. Alright, so you two are pretty close, huh? Possibly. You two kept a promise for the future. With that remark, Shijo left the room. Thank you for your help. So you didn't forget what happened in the event's Bad End? Yes, unfortunately I remember it all. For several months I was tormented beyond anything you could imagine. My soul was torn from my body by that game, and I could only sit and helplessly watch. Every time a player killed me in the game, I felt intense pain, and the wrath of Kana's spirit attacked the player. The player mistook it for me holding a grudge, and as a result, was killed. I was in so much pain. Just as the shadow had said, Iwasaki had suffered so much pain and torment. But then help came along. You decided to play the game and saved my life. The truth is, I played the game because I wanted to know what killed my best friend. No matter what the risk was, I needed to know. You persevered till the end, and helped me. Thank you so much. Iwasaki laughed calmly. Her smile immediately set me at ease, but there is still something I needed to ask her. Do you have any resentment towards Mihashi? No. Kana was not the one responsible for tormenting me. I had fallen victim to someone's bad intentions by pure chance. It's actually a relief. It seems she doesn't remember that detail of Bad End. It's probably for the best to keep a secret to myself. I don't hold a grudge against her for what happened. Okay. Whew. So with that, everything's settled. So I guess my business here is done. I guess I'll say goodbye. For some reason, I feel a deep sense of longing, a sense of loneliness. Are they going to end up together? Listen, Inui, will you come visit me again? Huh? Did she just say? Just like Kana and her boyfriend, I want someone to be with, someone to visit me and spend time with me and to talk to. That would truly make me happy. I see. Captivated by her beauty, there was no way I could decline. Even if she'd been sitting greasy in a cot for 6 months. Then I suddenly recall, if a player had cleared Bad End, there was a reward waiting at the end. Maybe this is what's meant after all, the incentive for players to play the game. But I never imagined that the reward would be in this form. So you get a girlfriend? Then sometime later, You seem to be in high spirits lately. Oh, I'm finally dating. What? Konami's face registered shock that I'd never seen him do before. Why are you surprised? There's still some good guys left, you know. I see. So you finally let it go. Yuji's circumstances and all. Oh, it was really good. I really owe you a lot, thank you. Owe me? What did I do? It was due to Konami that I was able to make the initial contact with her. He had seen how depressed I was and invited me out for sweets. Without that, I might not have found the truth. So I was able to track her down quicker than expected. Kyuhei. Hey, Calco. It was only until recently I started using an informal way of addressing her. I now call her by her first name, Calco. Everywhere I went, everyone immediately knew we were a pair. How's your body feeling? It's doing better. I can go out much longer due to getting my strength back. In the hospital, her muscles had atrophied to the point where she couldn't even stand up. With rehabilitation, her strength slowly returned. For the past week is when she finally was able to walk again. Shijou insists that Calco is still immature, but I think that the whole experience changed her. In my opinion, I think it's made her a bit more assertive, which is a plus. It helps her self-esteem. Kana and Akira seem to be going steady now as well. Yeah, I agree. Shall we go on a double date one of these days? You know, that's not such a bad idea. Kana Mihashi, her rehabilitation is going well. Each day is progressing better. Shijou is constantly inspiring her and helping her out, so I don't have to worry. By the way, Bad End was completely disappeared. Yeah, the game's webpage is also gone as well. The author is gone, and the game hasn't somehow cursed us with its existence again, thank goodness. From that day, Bad Hand had completely disappeared from the internet. The devoted posters on the BBS anonymity board who had been wanting a copy were sad, but if only they knew what was in store for them, they would have stayed the hell away from it from the start. Do you think a game like that will be made again? Honestly, I don't know. If it ever was, I'd never play it. It's all a relief. If you die without me, I'd be all alone. Calco folded her arms over me and gave me a warm embrace. I lost my best friend in this whole tragedy, but in the end, I was happy. If I learned anything, it's that a small misunderstanding can make a mountain of a molehill. That was just part of the human nature. Therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if something similar to Bad End was created again someday. Hopefully, it would get deleted before anyone got injured, or worse, killed. All I could do is pray that it wouldn't come to that. Well, if people didn't get killed, though, they would never have been able to beat Kana, because they weren't able to do anything against Kana. Essentially, like, all the ghosts did something. Honestly, it wasn't a bad game. It's kind of nice that they had a good end, quote unquote. Took me a little while to find it, but yeah. At the end, it was kind of a nice little, like, wholesome thing. Well, hopefully all of you guys liked it. I kind of want to see if, like, there's anything left. Because I don't want to, like, stop streaming and then have something happen and then be like, ah, shit. Because I've had that happen before. But honestly, I liked it. It was cute. Obviously, I'm not going to go back and do... Oh, true end. I'm not going to go back and do the other ones because they're pretty much just dying. It's said that there is a game in which a person that dies in the game will also die in real life. I'm playing it right now. So what's the title of this game? You're next. Very nice. Yay! I got true end. Yay. Thank you for playing. Your score evaluation is as follows. Where did you encounter bed end and make Kyuhi die at first? Your evaluation is decided due to this. But you may get a worse evaluation if you choose every choice. Now for your evaluation, rank F. Failure to choose correctly on the second choice. You need to concentrate and choose a little more carefully. By playing again from the beginning, you can take the play evaluation many times. If you haven't yet, aim for the highest rank. No. No, I'm not going to aim for the highest rank. Hey! I got all the... Okay, cool. All right, with that being said, we are done for today. I will have to find something for Friday, but I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you later. Love you, darlings.